Let's start with the poem. Black Woman by Leopold Sedar Senghor. Senghor said, "Naked woman, black woman, dress in your color that is life, in your form that is beauty. I grew up in your shadow. The softness of your hands shielded my eyes, and now at the height of summer and noon, from the crest of a child hilltop I discover you, promised land, and your beauty strikes my heart like an eagle's lightning flash." Here in stanza 1, the poet dedicated the poem to a single black woman. We are seeing here that this black woman is an epitome of beauty. In the poet's eyes, the woman is beautiful even in her nakedness. The black woman's color, or the color of her skin, is life. Senghor is trying to show here that Africa is the life of the world. It makes her shape to look more beautiful. The poetic persona grew up in the shadow of this same black woman. The gentleness of her hands evinces care and concern. Here one begins to think that the poetic persona might be referring to his own mother, since he grew up in her shadow, and now that he is mature or grown up, he has returned to her as Eve upon a promise. This poem, Black Woman, was published in 1936, and it was the first time an African was devoting poems to the beauty of the African woman. Black Woman is a response to the countless numbers of years the white man had devoted to praising the enchanting, the beauty of the white women. So the poem is set in Africa. The poem is written by a man from Senegal. His name was Leopold Sedar Senghor. He was a poet president, and he was the president of Senegal for 2 decades. That is a period of 20 years. Let's take a look at lines 6 to 10 again. Line 6 to 10 of the poem, Black Woman, once again. Now, in these lines, the poet's persona here is mature. It is at the height of summer and at the height of noon. Eagle is a bird of beauty and elegance. If you look at the poem very well, you see that eagle is being mentioned in that line. The reference to promised land suggests that the poet may also be talking about Africa herself, as is common in the negritude 11 to 19. The poet says, "Naked woman, dark woman." The woman has now moved from being black to being dark. Dark here is also a shade of blackness, metaphorically a firm flesh, ripe fruit, like the somber raptures of black wine, with a mouth making lyrical my mouth. Savannah is an African landscape feature. Because of its vastness, it stretches to clear horizons, which enables the east winds, eager caresses, to roam freely. The beating of the calf tom-tom. Tom-tom here is a drum in Senegal, which announces that a battle has been won. The tom-tom is a small drum held under the armpits of the beater, which is known in the poem, or seen in the poem by the poet, as a conqueror. The black woman has a solemn contralto voice which sings the spiritual songs of the beloved. Let's go back to lines 20 to 24. Looking at these lines, the naked woman's beauty is further heightened by referring to oil that no breath ruffles. Her oil is compared to the type that issues from the athlete's flank, or from the flanks of the princess of Mali. Flank here is the flesh located between the end of the rib region and the hip. The portion is usually oily when it is being cooked, or when it is cooked. The dark woman is gazelle limbed, created in paradise. The pearls are ornaments on the body of the naked woman, shining like stars on the night of her skin. The night here, or darkness of her skin here, represents the night of her skin represents how dark her skin looks in the poetic personas. Now in lines 25 to 28, the naked woman causes delights of the mind in the way red gold gleams and adorns her watered skin. The shadow of her hair is also dark. Here the poetic persona said, upon the night of your skin, the light of the mind's riddles, the reflection of red gold from your shimmering skin, in the shade of your hair, my despair lightens in the close suns of your eyes. Now in lines 25 to 28, the naked woman causes delights of the mind in the way red gold gleams and adorns her watered skin. The shadow of her hair is also dark. Here the poetic persona said, upon the night of your skin, the light of the mind's riddles, the reflection of red gold from your shimmering skin, in the shade of your hair, my despair lightens in the close suns of your eyes. Now let's look at the structure of this. The poem is structured in 33 lines with 4 divisions, or what you should call 4 stanzas. The poem was originally written in French, and as femme noire, there are no rhymes. The poem is in blank verse. Some of the lines run into one another, that is run on lines or enjambments.